During an argument, my fiancé sneered, "You think you're my only option?" I said, "Nope." Then I did something she never saw coming. She stopped laughing when she found out. Alright, Reddit. This whole mess started about 6 months ago, but I'm just now getting around to posting it. Was engaged to a chick who thought she could treat me like a dog because she's pretty. You think you're my only option? I can wrap whoever I want around my little finger. So, I made sure she had those options, nuked everything, and watched her lose her mind. Later, she tried to baby trap me with someone else's baby. Here's what went down. I'm a 28-year-old male crane operator. Union job, solid benefits, zero debt, and I can position a 300-ton load with the precision of a surgeon. We're talking about moving steel beams 60 stories up while dealing with crosswinds that would make a pilot nervous. Not glamorous, but it pays the bills and keeps me in truck payments. Base pay is $78,000, but with overtime, I was pulling close to $95,000 last year. I like my life simple, organized, and drama-free. Well, Allison was the opposite of all that. She was 26, looked like every Instagram influencer's little sister, and worked part-time at some boutique called Sage and Crystals that sold overpriced candles to suburban moms having midlife crises. Her monthly income was about as consistent as Chicago weather, sometimes $800, sometimes $200, mostly just disappointment and excuses about slow retail seasons. The rest of her time was spent on content creation, which is millennial speak for standing in good lighting and talking about absolutely nothing while holding products she didn't pay for. Her follower count was stuck at 847 for 2 years straight. But she kept treating it like she was one viral TikTok away from retiring my crane. She'd spend hours setting up ring lights and filming herself applying lip gloss while talking about authentic living and finding your purpose. We'd been together 3 years, engaged for 8 months. I know, big mistake, but it is what it is. The engagement ring cost me 3 months' salary, a 2.3 carat princess cut from K Jewelers that she picked out herself, naturally. Had to be at least 2 carats because anything smaller would be embarrassing in photos. The wedding was scheduled for September 15th at some country club venue that charged $180 per plate, deposits paid, the whole 9 yards. The first year was actually good. She was sweet, funny, had this way of making even grocery shopping feel like an adventure. She'd do this fake innocent voice when she wanted something, batting her eyelashes like she was auditioning for a 1950s sitcom. I'll admit, back then it worked. She'd cook occasionally, actually seemed interested in my work stories, and we'd binge watch entire seasons of shows together. But once that ring hit her finger, something shifted. Suddenly, she was a bride-to-be, which apparently meant her only job was planning our wedding while I funded literally everything else. She joined every Facebook wedding group, subscribed to 4 different bridal magazines, and started treating Pinterest like it was her full-time career. Her contribution to our relationship became posting Instagram stories about having a real man who treats her right and calling herself future Mrs. Brown in her bio. Meanwhile, I was covering rent, $1,850 for a 2-bedroom, utilities, $200 to $300, groceries, $400 to $500, car insurance, $280 for both of us, phone bills, $150 for the family plan, wedding expenses, and basically everything else that kept her princess lifestyle afloat. She'd pull this move where she'd Venmo me later for dinner dates. A $85 steak dinner became, oops, I forgot to send that. A $120 shopping trip turned into, I'll get you back next week. Later became, oops, I forgot. Then it just became normal. I was paying for everything.